Welcome to NBA Countdown presented by DoorDash.
Games, they don't get much bigger than this. Jason Tatum and the Celtics, they're the favorites to be the first team to go back-to-back since 2018. But the road to repeat, it might look a little tougher this time around. Case in point, the team they're welcoming in tonight, not only do the Cavs have a sizable lead for the 1 seed, they have Donovan Mitchell. There's only one guy who's lit up the Celtics more in NBA history. His name is Michael Jordan.
Why that man walking in there looking like one of the dancers for Michael Jackson?
While the first game of our doubleheader will be a battle for Eastern supremacy, our nightcap is a battle for a city. LeBron James looking to remind James Harden, Kawhi, that the Lakers run LA. We're counting you down on ESPN.
I know it's time to lock in.
Yeah, wait a minute. Get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper.
We're going to be that team. We're going to continue to fight.
They're absolutely looking the Celtics dead in the eye.
Straight terror. Pushing culture, baby. Got the part that you can measure.
We got the target on our back. Everybody's trying to come after us.
Our goal is to win championship. That's our only goal.
Rolling through the city with the big dogs.
The Battle of LA is real, people.
Time for Luka Magic.
The mindset and mentality that we have as a unit is very special. It's a dog fight every time versus these guys.
It is going to be one of the best doubleheaders of the season, but we start our show tonight with breaking news. Philadelphia 76er star Joel Embiid will miss the remainder of the season as he and the team continue to look for a long-term solution to that troublesome left knee that has plagued the 2020.
One of the guys that believed that they had a cakewalk last year. Am I correct?
Not entirely.
I'm going to interrupt you for 1 sec so we can get it out to the game. Our new A team is on this call.
Oh.
Yes, that means Richard Jefferson, Doris Burke,
Hey,
Lisa Salters, Mike Breed. Take it away.
Excuse me.
Whatever.
All right, Malika, thank you so much. And welcome to Boston. Final day of February as the NBA regular season enters the home stretch. And tonight we kick off our doubleheader with one of the marquee matchups of the entire regular season. Two Eastern Conference powerhouses squaring off for the final time before perhaps a possible epic playoff series. And a sellout crowd at TD Garden to see Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs. They're having an historic season. Going up now tonight against Jason Tatum and the Celtics' second best record in the East, third best record in the NBA, as we welcome you NBA Courtside, presented by DoorDash. And these two teams have separated them from the rest of the Eastern Conference, two dominant seasons, and we are fired up for tonight. And good evening, everyone. Along with Richard Jefferson and Doris Burke, Mike Breen on hand, Lisa Salters with us as well. What a showdown here in the regular season. We can't wait for this one. You've got the Cavs, an historic season, best record in the NBA against the defending champs, who many people still feel are the favorites to win the title. All right, Richard, let's start with the Cavs. A dream season. They're a great team. What makes them so good?
They have so many things that make them a very difficult team to beat, but I'm going to start with Evan Mobley. To me, he is one of the most important players in this postseason. When you watch what Evan Mobley can do at 6'11", handling the ball on the break, throwing lobs. You need him to play in the half court and playmate. He can do that. And then here, one-on-one, defensively, he is elite on the defensive end. And where I think he's had his most improvement is the one-on-one on the block. You put a big guy on him, that's easy. You put a small guy on him, there is absolutely no problem. He is the key to the Cavaliers.
Meanwhile, for Boston, as you saw in the standings, they're 6.5 back. Barring a miracle, they're going to finish second in the Eastern Conference, and they don't care because all they care about, Doris, is what happens in the playoffs. And what makes them so good on any given night, a certain player can dominate, including one of your favorites who you think is one of the most underrated in the game.
Right. When we talk Celtics, we so often talk about Tatum or Brown, and appropriately because they are the best players and the leaders. But Joe Mazzulla will tell you the smartest guy on our team, or one of them, on both sides of the floor is Derek White. You can plug and play him in any lineup. You can play two-man game with him. But to me, one of the most special things with Derek White is late clock, when all the defensive attention is on Jason Tatum, the ball inevitably finds him. It almost feels like a grenade. And yet look at the pace he plays with, Mike. He went through a mid-season shooting slump. That changed, and all of a sudden the Celtics started winning games. We know defensively he's one of the best shot-blocking guards in the league. He just contributes in so many small ways to what the Celtics do to win.
Well, they'll need a big game for him here tonight because they are shorthanded once again. With more on that, let's check in for the first time with Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, a lot of Celtics dealing with injuries heading into this game. I'll start with who is not playing, and that is both Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis was added to the injury report just today because of illness, and Holiday is out tonight because of a finger injury on his shooting hand. I'll tell you more about that later in the game. Both Luke Cornett and Jaylen Brown were listed as questionable for tonight, but both are in uniform and available. Cornett missed the last 2 games for personal reasons. Brown got banged up in Tuesday's game against the Raptors and sat out Wednesday's loss to the Pistons because of a left thigh contusion. But according to Joe Mazzulla, Mike, Jaylen Brown should be good to go tonight.
All right, thank you, Lisa. It really is one of the great matchups of this long regular season. Each team with multiple all-stars, each team with great supporting cast, each team putting up historic numbers, but they have one goal, an NBA title. More on Courtside coming up.
NBA Courtside on ESPN is presented by Dash Pass, your door to all things basketball.
They are starting to believe in the land.
We want to hang banner number 2 in Cleveland, but we're doing it our way.
Don't sleep on them, yeah. You know we put the heat on them.
Down the line. Mitchell with the hammer.
Cleveland, their best start in franchise history.
I like that sound. When we pulling up, it's going down. We ain't giving up that ground.
Tatum puts up a 3. Jason Tatum from downtown.
It's just the responsibility you have when you win a championship. You know, you're the champs and you're the standard. If we want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So for us, that's the goal. Obviously, we beat them in the playoffs, so they probably feel the type of way.
Get it! Jaylen Brown knocks down the killer 3.
You know, they're the defending champs for a reason, but we'll continue to get better and be ready.
Here we go!
'Cause it's a new day, new way of life.
You know, some tension that's always going to be there. It should be fun.
This could be a prelude to an Eastern Conference Finals.
Here we go is right. Here we go is right. Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. A Friday night in this city as the Cleveland Cavaliers have our starting lineup brought to you by Icy Hot. Apologize for some technical difficulties we're having right now. And there's the starting 5, and what a starting 5 it is, including Max Strus back from injury. Meanwhile, for the Boston Celtics, without Kristaps Porzingis, without Drew Holiday, Sam Hauser getting the start, as is Al Horford. Nice benefit to have him as the backup center. And again, apologies for some technical difficulties to get us started. But we are fired up for this matchup, really one of the great matchups of the season, as the Celtics and Cavs have played each other 3 times already. Cleveland comes in with an 8-game winning streak. Their last loss was 24 days ago in Cleveland to, yes, the Boston Celtics, who have taken 2 out of the first 3. And Richard, any of these matchups, when you have these 2 great teams that have a chance of matching up in the playoffs, does it have any impact on what could possibly happen in the playoffs?
And it's always more important for the team that is trying to take down the champ. This game is more important for Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs than it is for the Celtics. The Celtics already have that confidence built in.
So here we go, a sellout crowd. Allen and Horford. Celtics 42-17. The Cavaliers an NBA best 48-10. And they are the best road team in the